Hey guys, I'm here again. Gonna read a story from the Spider Man book. Hope you guys are enjoying the Spider Man stories. Okay, so I'm gonna read Spider Man Last Days of Summer. Okay. Peter stretched out his arms and leaned back. He was at Brighton Beach with his friend Mary Jane on one of the last days of summer, and he was going to make sure it was a blast. Ah, I can't wait for I can wait for school to start, MJ grumbled. Not now. MJ, let's enjoy our last few days of freedom, Peter joked. But MJ continued to whine. We are going to have to wake up super early to catch that stinky bus, suffer through gym class, and then come home to a pile of homework. That got Peter thinking. Going back to school would mean less time as Spider Man, which meant the most amazing part of his life. Who would want to be Peter Parker when he could be Spider Man instead? The famous wall crawler could take on the biggest, baddest villains, help others in need, swinging from skyscraper to skyscraper through New York City, or just chill out and reflect on life. What a bummer, Peter thought. No more hanging out at the beach or staying up late watching TV, MJ went on. Well, we're still going to stay up late, but working on homework instead, Peter said with a smirk. MJ playfully kicked sand at him. Hey, look at that clown, Flash yelled, pointing at Peter. And dealing with Flash 5 days a week, MJ said. Are you nervous? Of course, Peter was nervous. Supervillains such as Rhino and Doc Ock were meaner than ever before. Spidey barely survived battling them in the summer heat. How was he going to add Thompson to that list now? Flash didn't have superpowers, but he did have a way of getting under Peter's skin. Peter had to admit dealing with a bully, whether jock or supervillain, was tough. But Peter also had to remember the bigger picture. If they were so set on bringing him down, he must be doing something right. Right? Suddenly his spider sense went off. Hey, Twinkle Toes, I bet you can't catch this, Flash yelled as he threw the ball right at Peter's head. Peter knew that with his spider like reflexes, he could easily dodge the football, but then he realized someone else would get hit, so he let the ball hit him squarely on the head. Thump! Peter's hat flew off and landed in the sand. Peter took a deep breath as the surrounding kids laughed and pointed. He suddenly remembered why bullies stunk. He clenched his fist tightly, and as his face became red with anger, MJ looked frustrated too. I have to do something, Peter thought. Let's see what Spider Man does. If Peter were Spider Man right then, he probably could have wrapped Flash in his famous web burrito, maybe even dangled Flash over some hungry sharks. I heard sharks love burritos, Peter thought. And then he would have had the last laugh, not Flash Thompson. He closed his eyes and slowly reminded himself that Peter Parker had powers too. He could control anyone. He could control who annoyed him and who didn't. Peter let out a sigh and relaxed his fist. Guess you're still a jerk on your days off, huh, Flash? MJ shouted. Peter looked up at MJ. He was surprised to hear his friend stand up to the biggest bully in school. She picked up Flash's ball and threw it into the ocean. With a friend like you, I'm good, Peter said as he high fived his hero. In the end, it wasn't so bad to be Peter Parker. The end.